Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
Last chance to purchase private equity in Ripple and receive $1,000 back in Bitcoin when using your Uphold wallet to invest might be our last time listing the unicorn, period. They're saying this might be the last, so I guess this might be the last shares of Ripple they even have available, so grab it while it's hot. Now, we haven't checked in with in fact, I don't think he's done a video in a while, but this is the official cool guy of the Digital Asset Investor channel, and he did post a video of him in the snow, being really cool in the snow. So I wanted you to hear this from yesterday.
What's up, fam? What's up, my patient patriots? That's what we have to be right now, patient. Happy Friday. Patriots are coming up in all forms. We just want a level playing field. Financial system, politics, and education and work. 2021 was clearly about exposure. Let's make sure 2022's all about closure while we keep our composure. Because in 2022, grown men will weep. And we knew this was going to happen. And now that we know things, people are going to have a lot of questions for us. So just pack your bags, secure your assets, strap in, and in the meantime, digital asset investor, clean up before the damn cleaning lady comes. So your wife keeps letting you hang out with us all day. And keep an eye on BlackBerry, everybody. Who's the patent buyer for the old mobile patents? Is it Elon with his new Pi phone?
He loves the BlackBerry. I see him talking about BlackBerry a lot, and I just haven't been following it. But that guy makes me laugh. But from the first time I ever saw the guy, he just seemed cooler than your average person. And I think he was with Paris Hilton in a picture. He was also in a picture with Mike Novogratz, I believe. So, being the cool guy that he is, he's hanging out with all the right people, right? Okay. Now. I wanted to show you this. For some reason, Charles Gasparino, when he goes on Liz Clayman, there's always been, I can't remember the name of the guy's handle, but he's got a New York Jets logo on his Twitter feed. He always recorded them, and I've been looking for them, but I didn't see him record them, so I've gone and gotten the recordings from Gasparino being on Liz Clayman myself. So here's the part one.
Speaking of cryptocurrency, President Biden may be concerned with infrastructure at this moment. That's a live picture of him in Pittsburgh, but his administration is ready to take on the crypto industry as, quote, a matter of national security. Charlie Gasparino has the story. I know we're expecting by February some sort of roadmap on regulation for crypto, right?
I'm hearing from my sources in the crypto industry. It could come next week. There's a good chance it's coming next week. So, that'll be interesting timing. Here's what I'm saying. We don't know what's in the report yet. The report isn't published. They will probably leak it to a friendly outfit, and they don't consider me a friendly outlet, right? But if I'm owning crypto, I would, this could be important. Now, of course, crypto prices, and you have them up there, they're contingent on a lot of things: fiscal policy, or whatever regulatory policy is coming out of the White House. And monetary policy. And monetary policy, usually when the Fed raises rates, crypto gets very volatile on the downside, and that's what's been happening lately as the Fed has announced rates. So rate increases. So you have to look at next week's report in the context of monetary policy as well. But if you take monetary policy aside, take it out, here's what we're hearing from crypto players, that they fear that this report's going to come out, essentially establish Ethereum, but mostly Bitcoin, as the favorite cryptos. It could be good
for those
established cryptos, and everything else the SEC is going to deem a security and look to and essentially look to force, if you don't get registered, essentially bring a case as the security, as they did against Ripple for selling the XRP.
Let me pause for a second. Now, remember I showed you a video one time. It was a recent video of Joseph Grunfest, where he said that he thought that Gary Gensler was giving a cry for help. There is a scenario where this executive order is an answer to the cry for help, because Gary Gensler he's in an impossible situation on this Ethereum thing, because they know we're right on everything that we've said. And there is a scenario where if they pass an executive order, I'm assuming, I don't know, I'm not a lawyer or anything, but I'm assuming that if they pass an executive order, that it would usurp Gary Gensler in some kind of way where he wouldn't have to go after Ethereum. That could be what we're looking at here. I don't know. Maybe we need some attorneys to weigh in on this. All right, continue.
Digital coin over the last couple of years, and there's an ongoing case. Right now, Ripple's, as you know, fighting back, but that's what this looks like, Liz. It looks like it's going to be kind of picking the winners and losers here. If people are betting, the definite winner would be Bitcoin, the most established crypto. Maybe Ethereum. Who knows? Gary Gensler, the SEC chief, has been somewhat negative on it.
All right, and here is part 2. This is where he starts to really get into talking about Ripple.
Gary Gensler, the SEC chief, has been somewhat negative on Ethereum, saying that they could be a digital coin, a security, meaning they are an unregistered security because they didn't seek registration, and they could face the same fate that Ripple's faced. And everything else is open game for the SEC. So this could be really, bad for most of the industry and good for the established one or maybe 2 established players. And it could be bad for XRP and Ripple. I will say this, they can pass whatever they want. They can put out whatever they want. The Treasury and the SEC. If this court in New York sides with Ripple and says the SEC has stepped over its bounds, it's game. It doesn't matter what they write. That's going to have presidential power.
You know what matters?
Presidential
you know
power.
What matters, Charlie?
What's that?
It's your birthday.
Presidential power. He said game over. Game over. Presidential power. Presidential XRP power. How about that for a thumbnail? XRP power. Okay, I like it. We're always trying to come up with thumbnails that are good here, so that sounds like a good one. Now, Stefan Huber makes an excellent point. Ethereum is indeed a matter of national security. That executive order is being done under the guise of national security. That's what they see crypto as. Ethereum, these are just a few. I mean, we could show you all sorts of things. Ethereum developer Virgil Griffith pleads guilty to conspiracy charge in North Korea sanctions. This is when the guy from the Ethereum Foundation, I believe, went over and gave an Ethereum presentation in North Korea. This is Vitalik Buterin sitting with Vladimir Putin, and you can go and go onto YouTube, type in HBO's show called Vice. They did a special on Vitalik Buterin and followed him when he went to Russia to meet with these guys, okay? And then China ranks Ethereum as #1 blockchain, and then Consensus suddenly bars Iranian students from Ethereum coding class. Ethereum's founder struck a deal with a Russian bank to create Ethereum Russia. And then there's always this old classic, this is a message to all you politicians out there, because if there's an executive order and it in essence creates a monopoly for Bitcoin and Ethereum, all of you that care anything about your seats, if you're on the side of the Biden administration, there's going to be a wave of crypto anger towards you, because and this is what I would, if I was running against you, this is what would be in my commercials, because you will be responsible for letting Ethereum get a free pass and in essence create a monopoly, and this is who created it.
Это русский миллиард послание. Понял. У него пистол больше.
Славики американцев. Yeah. I would hang that feeble Americans. It would be in every commercial I ran against you, and I would say this guy was on the side of creating a monopoly for Ethereum, and this is who Ethereum is. Okay, you feeble Americans. All right, that's what he said. All right. And so I said the executive order on crypto coming out next week is being done under the banner of national security. This clip will be in campaign ads if they try and pass something that only favors Bitcoin and Ethereum. Pay attention, Congress. So in other words, all we've ever wanted was a level playing field. But in my opinion, nefarious actors in this space have engineered this thing So that two things, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and the irony is they don't even work. They pick, if you're going to pick two to have a monopoly in the United States of America, you'd think they'd pick two that worked. The two that work, by the way, are XRP and XLM. You'd think they'd pick the two that worked. Okay, moving along. Monica Long tweeted this out. She was tweeting out the Q4 markets report. Another quarter, another XRP markets report. Some highlights from the past few months: 130 million transactions and $113 billion transacted on XRP Ledger, up from 90 million in transactions and 69 billion transactions Q3. Wow. Launch of WXRP on Binance and others, all bridge interoperability, and more. Tokenization is top of mind, and the launch of XLS20D will bring native NFT functionality to the ledger. One cool use case. I think will continue to grow. Tokenized carbon credits. Zang is developing on top of the XRPL. So there's all kinds of stuff going on. XRP Crypto Wolf had tweeted this out. Ripple purchased $321.97 million worth of XRP in the secondary market. Ripple says it keeps seeing more global demand for XRP ODL, which now boasts 20 payout markets. Okay, and then Digital Perspectives, who is Brad Combs, he tweeted this out. Ripple shares aren't the only thing being bought back. Ripple also purchased $321 million of XRP from the secondary market, and appears they didn't sell to any exchanges. You want to know how they get it back? I just told you. By the way, I'm a buyer. The company hasn't. Okay, so he's got the screenshot here, I think. It also purchased $321.97 million worth of XRP in the secondary market. Good stuff. All right, and then there is this. It just made me mad, so I'm going to show it to you. Now look, I'm the first one to tell you that Bitcoin proof of work doesn't work, and the mining is a drag on energy and all that. That's true. However, Elizabeth Warren is such a hypocrite that I have to illustrate her hypocrisy when I see it. I've shown this before. This is her getting off of a private plane. So while she's out, and I don't care which side of the aisle they're on. If I see this kind of sick hypocrisy, this let them eat cake attitude where it's good enough for you but not for me, you know. She can ride around on private jets while she tells you that you shouldn't be driving SUVs because of carbon whatever, or Bitcoin's bad because of its energy consumption. Meanwhile, she's riding around on private jets. Well, when I see that kind of hypocrisy, look, this is an area where I just say vote them all out. I mean, people like her have no business representing this country. She's a hypocrite, and they don't believe what they're telling you. I'm telling you, these kind of people, they sit behind closed doors and laugh at what they're going to go out and try to, the lies they're going to tell. Oh yeah, I'm going to go tell them now. I'm all into this energy and all, energy whatever. And she doesn't really believe it. If she did, she wouldn't be on the private jet. Because her riding that private jet, by the way, my son's playing the guitar in the background, if you hear that. He's actually getting good. Let's listen for a second. Do you hear him? He's pretty good. He's getting good. And by the way, my son taught himself, he's a lefty, bought him a lefty guitar. He taught himself how to play guitar with an app during the pandemic over the last, when it first started. He downloaded the app and literally taught himself guitar. Pretty smart kid. Oh, forgot to read this. Hugo Filion, who's the Flare guy, I'll write up a blog post next week to cover exactly how we deal with the Flare distribution with respect to exchanges. It will be fair but firm. And finally, I found a clip this morning of Andrew Keys. He's one of the original Ethereum guys. He was with Consensus back when he was one of the guys with the Brooklyn project that helped to get the free pass. And this is Andrew Keys.
This group of people raised X amount of dollars, but they may not have done it properly as a registered security, and that was illegal. And full stop. And I don't debate that. But what we're seeing, in my opinion, is the future of the internet. And I think it's important for the Real Vision viewers to really kind of distill this simply. Is Web3, in my opinion, is three distinct concepts.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.